You're full of bad takes. Name one of my actual bad takes. Name one now. Name a bad take that I have. Every time chat says Brendan hates everything, Brendan has bad takes. Name one. I'm waiting for the evidence. Name one. Dislikes RPGs. I like RPGs. I've been playing a lot of Digimon. I like Pokemon. Don't like Mario. Don't really care for it. Not really a take. I don't think Mario is bad. Don't really care for it. Not a take. You didn't finish Dark Souls 2 on the latest playthrough. That's a complaint. File that with the administration, not with me. Don't like puzzle games. Played a lot of Blue House. Played a lot of Silent Hill. Not a real take. Name one of my takes. No. I want to hear this. I'm gonna get to bonk it up here. But I do want to see. Name a bad take that I have. No. I want the evidence on my fucking desk. Chat always like, Brendan hates everything. Brendan has a bad take. Name a bad take. You just like Thanksgiving stuffing? Kind of neutral on it, really. Don't really care for it. Don't really hate it either. Name a take. Like, I'm waiting. You want to watch Star Trek TOS? Not a take. It's an opinion. I don't think that's a hardcore take. You know, Five Guy Burger? Think that's okay. They're okay. That's what takes are. Not really a hard opinion, though. I think it takes a hard opinion. These are all soft opinions at best. These are all soft opinions because I could change these on a whim, and I know that I could change them. I could be better and do better. These aren't takes. These are soft takes at best, and I wouldn't call them takes. I'd call them opinions. This is bad bait, streamer. It's not bait. I believe that a take should be something that you will die for. Won't die for it. I'm a human being. I want to change my opinion on some of these things. I could grow and change as a person anytime I want. Name an actual bad take that I have. I'm not even chupacabring you right now. I want you to name a bad take I have. Sounds like you don't have any takes. No, I have takes. Just name a bad take I have. Can you name a take that you have? Yeah, I think that Sonic the Hedgehog games are irredeemably bad. But is that a real take? Most of your Minecraft ones? What are my Minecraft ones? See, you didn't even give a take? Well, you don't give a take, you take. You gave a take and retracted on it, retweeted on it before anybody could say anything. Nah, just Sonic games are bad. Thinks there isn't a good Mario game, but only played Super Mario Odyssey. No, I don't think there's a good 2D Mario game. I think that 64 and the Galaxy are goated. I think Sunshine has its moments. And Odyssey is peak. And I don't think there's a good 2D Mario game. And I think the Mario RPGs are sick. I think Mario Thousand Year Door is fun as hell. I don't like the 2D ones. I think your generalization of why Destiny sucks is founded on a few bad experiences. So my problem with Destiny really is that it's nothing. The Mario take is genuinely bad. I don't think there's any reason to play any 2D Mario game. I don't think they're fun. Don't think that's a bad take. Brendan, just because you aren't Bing Bing Wahoo Brain doesn't mean it's bad. No, I just think I'm built different. I just think that I am a better human than you. I think I was built better. Like, from the bones up, I think I was built better on account of the fact that I didn't like Mario. I think I was just built better. I think I was just built better. They built me in the perfect factory. I'm the perfect man. I'm infallible. I don't know what you're talking. Why is it so fucking... Guys, you gotta stop. Yeah, bad takes. I don't really like Mario 2D games. You said it, and then you fell for it anyway. I don't... Yeah, because I need to get you? You don't need to get me. I won't care at the end of the day. I have bad takes all the time. It's a give and get. You get us and we get you. I don't know. I feel like I get you on more opportunities than you get me, but my guard is always up, so... You want a bad take you have? Yeah, what's my bad take, Metaru? Also, I don't know if you missed the part where I don't care. I have bad takes, so I don't know if you missed. I don't know if you alt-tabbed and stopped listening. Because, like, I feel like you cooked up, like, ooh, I'm gonna get him. Ooh, he wants a bad take. Ooh, he's saying he doesn't have any bad takes. But, like, I was trying to figure out why Rise of the Tomb Raider is stuttering. Yeah, see, I have bad takes. It's making me angry because it's a bad game. Less bad than Shadow, but still kind of just a bad game. Mean about Minecraft caves? I don't know when I changed my mind on that. I love the caves now. I thought I already told you this, Crow. Didn't I already say that I took back my opinion on the caves like 3 times? I love the caves. Caves and Cliffs is goated. I actually found cool generation. I just had a weird spat of like getting nothing good. I don't have that opinion, so I don't... You taking back your takes on Caves and Cliffs is a bad take. You're bad. I saw a car with a furry dong car rap today. You know, some people really do just be living their best life. How wretched we feeling tonight, Brendan? I don't know. I woke up really early this morning. but I had a recording in the middle of the day, so I didn't have enough time to, like, stream. I was working on other things. I think I'm fine. I think my medicine might be wearing off, so we'll see. I do be bonking. Weird how we talked about clapping for fajitas during Sloptember, and now white dude are bitching about it. What a world. Oh, is that like something in the actual... Are people actually talking about that now? Did I Nostradamus something again? It can't keep fucking happening. Tell him to stop clapping. Jack's Films made it relevant. I've been talking about it. Jack's Film did a little jig when he got food. I've been talking about that for weeks. Motherfucking goddamn it. I've been making jokes about that for weeks. Jack's Film put out a video of him clapping for fajitas. I've been joking about that shit for weeks. You're always on the ground floor. I'm on the ground floor because I got punched in the gut. That's why I'm on the ground floor. I'm fucking, ooh, every time. Brendan fell off the Millennium Tower. I fell off the Millennial Tower. You're simply the innovator. I'm just saying, I be talking about this shit all, it keeps happening to me. Or I'll talk about something and then a week later it'll end up in the public consciousness and it's like, fuck. Why the fuck everybody talking about this now? I was talking about it weeks ago. Fuck. And then people look at me like I'm fucking crazy for talking about something. Like, chat, you look at me like I'm fucking insane for talking about something like this. And then fucking, literally 2 weeks later, the people that you like more than me on the internet will immediately be talking about that shit. It's like, son of a fucking bitch. Every fucking time, dude. What's the next big thing according to you? Guy eating a pigeon in one bite, and then he'll be on the news circuit for like 2 weeks, and then it'll turn out to all be AI. Like dude who eats a bird raw, and then it'll just end up being AI. Bunch of Manosphere bros got really mad over Jack's Films doing that. Well, yeah, because they're clapping for fajitas. If they're mad, then they're clapping for fajitas because they're fucking weak. Manosphere guys have the thinnest skin fucking imaginable, all right? They're literally fucking weak. They project strength because of their inherent weakness. So, of course, they're fucking clapping for fajitas, and now they're getting called out for it because they're weak babies. They take HGH, they swell up like a fucking balloon, and here's the thing about balloons. You can pop them with a fucking needle. Brendan, what does that mean? I beg of you? What does clapping for fajitas mean? So when you bring fajitas out, they're sizzling, and what white people will do is they'll clap for the fajitas in the restaurant and be like, ah, yay! Because, and I figured it out, and here's why. Because white people go to like themed restaurants, and I'm speaking as a white person, so I'm an expert on the subject. White people go to themed restaurants and get a little birthday surprise. They have a little sparkler in there, and it's like, oh, a birthday thing. So they equate noise to clapping. It's a Yankee thing. We don't do that in Texas. Sorry, buddy, but you're doing a lot worse in Texas. Like, the fajitas make a noise, and white people have equated noise with clapping. That's why the first people that are clapping when the fucking plane lands is some, like, chud white person who's like, finally, yay! Who the fuck? What's worse we do in Texas? Probably the people that get killed in everything's bigger in Texas. Including gun violence and just a whole host of things. I can't speak much. I'm in Iowa. Like, we hate women here as much as Texas does. But Texas, you got a lot more people to hate a lot more women, so. Food's good. But I ain't gonna defend my fucking state for being a piece of shit. I'm not gonna defend Iowa. Iowa's a fucking pile of a state. Did like Texas food. There is good barbecue in Texas. I'm not gonna lie. Downside, you're gonna have to deal with a lot. That and like, fuck, dude, I feel so bad for Texans who are normal. Like, them trying to make fucking Texas the new California. Oh my fucking god, dude. And you have such a conflicting culture in Texas, too, where it's just like, dudes who are mad that California is, like, woke are moving to Texas, and then basically wokeifying Texas, but only in pockets. So you have this weird culture shift of, like, people who want Texas to be more inclusive and more fair, but then also they want it to be cheap, and then because more and more people move there, it become more expensive. So people are just getting priced out of Texas. Fuck, they do better than here. Food, at least you got good food. I can't say much about Iowa. I ain't got nothing nice to say about Iowa. We ain't got shit. We don't even have good food. That's happened in my state too. Well, yeah, because dudes will literally be like, we gotta fucking, this place is too freaking inclusive. We gotta go and make our own shit. And then when their own shit sucks, they're like, wait a second here. They got Brendaniel in Iowa. They got Brendaniel here, but that's about it. They got Slipknot. Yeah, everybody got Slipknot. Slipknot's just from here. Not like we got Slipknot. They're just from here. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy riffing. I gotta go activate the boss. Otherwise, I die. Texas food is mid. There's only 2 or 3 places that are good, and everything is white people food. Really depends, because I went to a barbecue shack in Dallas in 2016 that felt like it was I'm going to be honest, it was a barbecue shack in the middle of like a parking lot, and it felt kind of like a liminal space. And best barbecue I've had in my fucking life. But then again, maybe that's just mid-barbecue, and I've only ever had bad barbecue. And then if you're ever in town, I can take you to the Big Texan. I'm not doing the Big Texan Challenge. No, Stebby was there for that. Stebby was back in 2016, went to that barbecue place in the middle of nowhere with us. It was really fucking good. They're trying to do the same thing to Tennessee. In-N-Out is moving their headquarters there. Well, because In-N-Out's pivoting towards like a Christian company. They've kind of had that slime, but like they really want to try to pivot to it now. Problem is there ain't no money in that. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Like they're just hurting they're hurting themselves. They're cutting off their leg to spite their own face. Well, it's the people thought the pendulum swung back and they were like, oh, we should all go and pivot towards like Christian conservative values. That's the way that things are going now. And it's like, hate to be this guy, but A, it's gonna get bad. B, you're gonna lose a lot of money. People are gonna lose a lot. Me included, of course. I'm not safe from this. I'll probably be dead, but like people are gonna lose a fucking lot, and you're gonna be included, buddy. I'm sorry. And the pendulum is gonna swing back. Don't know why you're like, ooh, I should also bite my nose to spite my face, because I'll say it once, I'll say it again. There's not more money in the conservative grifter stand. They're gonna run out of money. When everybody tried to grift at them, the wallet become empty. Really wish I was not living in a hostile Christian nationalist takeover. Well, you can remember that the level of infighting we are getting and that we will get will be worthy of a big popcorn purchase. Because you have the Christian nationalists, but also the hyper-capitalists, and those are both 2 things at odds. They do not trust each other. There will be infighting. There already is infighting, and there will be more. If only we could be so lucky that they will self-destruct before more harm is done. I thought the Christians were getting raptured last week. Well, no, that's the goalposts always get moved. This is once again another, we need more money. Announce another rapture, sir. Yes, sir. What do you mean they don't have enough money? Announce that the rapture is in a couple of days then. What do you mean they're running out of money? We need more tides. What do you mean they spent all their money on Brain Force Plus and Poop Supplement Alpha? And what do you mean? Check their fucking wallets. What do you mean? Check their fucking pockets. Check their fucking pockets. What do you mean their pockets are getting emptied? What do you mean their fucking coffers are bare? What do you fucking mean, dude? It's the buddy that keep raiding old Mother Hubbard's cupboards, and then they're gonna look in there and be like, what do you mean empty? And I've said it once, I say it a billion times, is the guys, you got all the money. You guys got all the money. You won. You won money. Nobody has any more money. We're out of money. You won all the money. Like, I'm sorry, but even just 9 months in, things are demonstrably worse. Not just in terms of social programs, but in terms of prices, in terms of everything. You have to be a fucking a moron to still, like, fight for dongle dump. You have to be a fucking moron. Or insidious. Your groceries are up. Your gas is up. Everything is up. And it's okay to be fucking dumb. A lot of people are fucking dumb. It's just, you gotta look at your fucking grocery bill. If you want to determine, like, who you vote for by looking at your fucking gas bill, like you always say you do, you know, look at your fucking gas bill. Look at your grocery bill. And then I am warming up chili. I hope you have a big chili. You can be as dumb as you want, but the pendulum always swing back. American century of humiliation. It's just depressing to know how many people voted based on, I think that guy is funny. And it'd be like that, yeah, that is crazy how a lot of people actually went and voted, where it's like, I think that guy is funny. And it'd be like, oh my god, that's right, you were a teenager during Trump's first term. So you saw AI videos and you were like, oh, I think that guy is funny. And then you voted for him because you thought that guy was funny. Why do you think my current hobby is like writing? Because I can buy pens and paper. Because they don't want to admit they fucked up? Well, no, some people are owning up to it. Rarity, for sure, but I think that some people are owning up to it. You write now? I write now. I write now? Not well, but, you know, you all know this, though. Like, you're This isn't anything new. You've heard this, you've seen this, you know this. I don't have anything else to say about it except for I'm pissed like everybody else. And I'm pissed, you know I'm pissed, because normally I try to keep things fucking... I usually try to not torture Nexus too often. I really, really do. But god fucking damn it, is it hard when a bare asshole is in your face every fucking day. Jesus fucking Christ. Am I tired of waking up and smelling shit in the fucking morning? Am I fucking tired? I'm sick and fucking tired of waking up to a bare asshole every fucking morning. I'm sick and fucking tired of waking up being covered and slathered in fucking piss. I'm not neutral about the shit I care about, but I'm so fucking sick and tired of morons taking off their fucking pants and farting in the fucking breeze, and I gotta fucking sniff it. I don't cater to that shit anymore. I fucking don't. Jesus fucking Christ, am I fucking sick of it. If you voted for this moron, fucking leave. Absolutely fucking not. I don't care. I am not for you. 100%. I am actually angry about this. I fucking should be. You should be fucking angry about this. Done with this shit. Absolutely fucking not. I do not cater to this shit anymore. This is not a safe space for you. Go fucking somewhere else. Go look at a fucking chud smash their balls against a fucking hammer. All right? That's my fucking deal. I'm sick and fucking tired. Jesus fucking Christ. And this is me mentally healthy. I took my fucking meds today. I'm just fucking done. I don't know how anybody has the fucking energy to try to, like, deal with these morons anymore. Jesus fucking Christ. And if you made a bad decision and you own up to it, good. Grow and change as a person. People have the capacity to fucking do it, and I hope you fucking do. There ain't no fucking reason to give anybody any fucking quarter for having shit for brains. We're all fucking tired, and I'm fucking angry. I don't even fucking doom scroll. I keep away from that shit. It still fucking gets to me. And not only fucking is it evil, it's fucking stupid. It's fucking dumb. It's so fucking dumb. This is my biggest problem. It's not even insidious. It's just fucking stupid. Jesus fucking Christ. Circumcision is a cause for autism? Are you fucking stupid? Jesus, there's no fucking way. You're that fucking dumb. Genuinely dumb. The people that you want to fucking go for say that circumcision causes autism. I'd at least have to give kudos if they were insidious about the fucking anger. If they were fucking at least sinister about the evil, I'd have to, well, they're fucking evil, but what am I gonna do about it? But they're fucking stupid. The President of the United States went out and said, I'm not going into heaven. What the fuck do you mean? It was dumb in 2016 and it's even fucking dumber now. Of course I'm fucking mad. A lot of people are fucking mad. Some people are better at handling it. I've reached my fucking breaking point. Absolutely fucking done. How did my wife get autism if she doesn't have a penis? Oh no, it's because they super took it. It was the super circumcision, dear. And it's just so fucking tiring, man. And I don't understand how more people are just not at that fucking point yet. Because I'm at that fucking point. And I feel like I have a really high tolerance for shit. I do. I have a really high tolerance for shit. I try to come on here and be the general, like, goofy guy. And try to give you a bit of a break, a reprieve from the fucking nightmare. But I'm fucking sick of it. Because also it's fucking dumb. And then you got a million podcasters out there with the intelligence of a fucking, I want to say a spermatozoa. And they have the ability to fucking gaslight you into believing they're fucking right. Buddy, my mom is better at gaslighting me than these dumb fucks are. And you're falling for that shit. Like it's, dude that wouldn't take a fucking vaccine. No, anybody... Okay, to hit you with this, anybody in a place of influence, like anybody in the manosphere, 100% has all their shots. It's because they don't even try to lie anymore. It's because they're not even trying to lie. They don't even care. There's not even like an attempt to it. It's not even a dog whistle anymore. It's just a dog. Anybody who tells you to not get a vaccine is somebody who has gotten the vaccine. Joe Rogan is more easy to influence than a literal fucking infant. Well, the big problem is that Joe Rogan likes money. And he thought that the waves were flowing to, I like the money. This shit ain't a dog whistle. It's just a dog. It's not even a good dog. No, I want you to know that I too am fucking tired. There's no pretending that this is normal or everything is fine. I'm fucking sick and tired. Because there's nothing more American than protesting your government. You are a true patriot. There's nothing more American. If you want to eat boot, go and eat your fucking boot. Go and eat your fucking boot. If you want to eat boot, go and eat your fucking boot. You got boot dinner on the fucking plate, buddy. You want to say yes, daddy, in your fucking safe space, you little snowflake? Go and fucking do it. Be a big fucking baby somewhere else. Go to your fucking safe spaces. Cry in your fucking safe spaces. Be a big fucking baby. You know, go have your big boot. You know, real Americans are going to be protesting. And what the fuck do you think this protest is going to do? Best thing you can do, man, is try to work into the process until it's no longer viable. Acting like the normal ways in which we show solidarity with people is not going to do anything is a level of apathy that you shouldn't fall prey to, because that's what they want you to do. They want you to be apathetic. They want you to fall for the protests don't do anything. Elections don't do anything. Voting don't do anything. And you know what? That's how we got here. You know how we got here? By apathy. Well, I'm not going to vote. That's not going to do it. Well, I'm not going to protest. That's not going to do anything. Hey, guess what? It does stuff. It's like unions. Why do you think every motherfucking company says, unions are bad, actually? You shouldn't do that. It's like, unions aren't going to do anything for me. Unions let cops shoot a dog and then still keep their job. Like, decades of apathy led to Hell World USA. When your grandma says both sides are the same and you see Evil Baby and Do Nothing Baby, and Do Nothing Baby sometimes does something, which is nice, but usually does nothing. But then you see Evil Baby, and Evil Baby is not only doing evil, but also fucking stupid. You're like, well, wait a fucking second here. Here's the crazy thing about Evil Baby is Evil Baby immediately, the second they look like they're in any kind of trouble, immediately backs down because they're a fucking paper tiger. There ain't enough of them. Ready to see where anyway, yeah, pivot. You see where Arby's is getting sued for false advertisement? Why? Not enough meat? It's because they didn't get a mountain of meat? Do they not have enough beef? Where's the beef? Where are they getting the meats? They're getting the meats from the Arby's facility. The food actually looks like food in the advertisements. I think that's already settled, though, because food ads are always fake, and if you believe in a food ad, you may have to have your brain cells checked. Have you ever seen them create, like, a food ad? Like, that's, like, half plastic. They don't make a real food in a lot of food ads. Arby's tried to appeal and it was rejected, so I don't know how this one's going to go. Maybe the court just hates Arby's. I don't know if Arby's is going to lose that one, but only because, like, that's going to set a really weird precedent for every other fast food company. I don't see Arby's losing this one. Only because, once again, that's going to set a really weird precedent for every other fast food company. You hear Alex Jones lost his appeal? He didn't lose his appeal. They just rejected it. That means they didn't even want to hear about it. They didn't even want to hear it. They said, no. Damn, it's got to be real hard to be a real evil fucker when every other evil fucker is just stupid on top of it. It's got to be damn hard out there for the real evil fuckers who are like, this is so stupid. Sad. The dark sorcerers of the world are just like, damn. Really? It's not even this much? You don't even got to try anymore? Like, damn. He never showed up for his actual cases multiple times, so of course he fucking didn't. He's Alex Jones. He's not going to show up for that shit. He's too busy fucking getting Vorsen swelled. He too much one day blinding stew. One day forget about your kids stew. Honestly, great time to get into evil wizardry, but I'm tired. Wasn't expecting to get mad hopping on a random Brendan stream. I'm trying. It's hard, dog. You know how fucking hard it is to not be like mad. I'm a poo-poo funny man, and it's just really fucking hard to not be mad about it. I try not to bring that to the floor usually. I try not to bring that to the chopping floor usually. It's just really hard to ignore. Sometimes you just gotta get angry. You gotta rage. Sometimes you gotta rage against the cage a little. You gotta rattle some bars. You gotta rattle some bones. Wasn't what I was expecting to hear, but when I tuned in, but it's always refreshing to hear that I'm not crazy when other people are also mad about this crap. Just remember, it's the half of the people in the United States. There are people, half the population is dumber than the average person. Or a third, a good 1/3 of the population is dumber than the average person. And if you've met average people, sometimes that's a lot dumber than you think it is. Yeah, George Carlin said that. He was in Scary Movie 3. Why are all the billionaires building bunkers? Because they know. Dude, the economy is being literally propped up by AI. And when ChatGPT is coming out and saying, you'll be able to make porn with us now, knowing that that's the only use case that they can find for AI, You know we are this fucking close to it being over. Here's the crazy thing about building a bunker. Who are you going to staff in there? Normal people? That's great, man. Who are you going to staff in your bunker? Who are you going to staff? My thing, who are you going to staff there, bud? Normal people with families outside of the bunker? That's crazy, man. Yeah, excellent gambit to push, like, we should put porn in ChatGPT the second that, like, you know, anti-porn legislation is getting pushed. This is the problem, like I was saying. I don't want to, like, sorry for meandering back into the Nexus, but, like, the problem is there's just too much infighting. It's the rich and wealthy trying to fight with the actual Christian nationalists, and, like, the Christian nationalists do not have a base with money. Like, sure, they have some money, but, like, sir, they're going to run out of money, sir. Because they get a lot of their money from grifting, sir. So they're going to run out of their money, sir. Like, I'm sorry. But, like, the checks are going to break, sir. The checks are going to bounce, sir. Like, I thought the pearl clutchers died out. Well, pearl clutching has almost always been performative in a way that it exists just to try to strip rights away from people. Pearl clutching, 9 times out of 10, like, in terms of governance, is usually just as a way to determine, well, pornography is evil. Well, what is pornography? Is a book about a trans person's real-life experience? Is a book about pornography? The pearl clutchers, it would be. Pearl clutching isn't to save the children. It's the, these people are thinking way too much about kids, and we should maybe, like, I don't know, why are they thinking about kids as much as they are? Why are they thinking about kids and porn in the same sentences? Like, I'm sorry, that's kind of fucking weird, bud. It's kind of fucking weird you're thinking about kids and porn as much as you are. It's kind of fucking weird. Maybe think about children less, because it's kind of fucking weird you're thinking about porn that much, and children. It's kind of fucking weird, ain't it? Like, constantly thinking about kids and porn, that's kind of fucking weird. Huh. Maybe that's a bit fucking weird, huh? Kind of fucking weird. Seeing a trans person outside equals pornography to them? Yeah, and check their search history. What kind of pornography are they looking at? Kind of fucking weird. Thinking about trans people a lot. I wonder if we checked your fucking porn logs. What were you up to? Kind of fucking weird, dude. There are so many easy ways to deal with children looking at mature content they shouldn't. And the craziest thing is, you have to take that onus as a parent. What you are saying, if you don't want your child looking at porn, is that you're a bad parent. You're thinking about kids and porn way too much. You're telling me you're a bad parent. You're telling me you're a shit dad or a shit mom. That's what I'm hearing. You care more about your holier than thou attitude than how your kids are actually being raised. You're kind of just whistling to the wind that you're a shit parent. Because you would learn about the things your child are interested in. You would learn about the internet and teach them the dangers of the internet and take a moment to try to restrict them from getting a hold of mature content that they shouldn't, or you don't want them seeing. Kind of getting the idea that you're a bad parent. All I'm saying, kind of like you're a bad parent. Seems like you're bad at your parenting job. Maybe take a look within. You know, that's my thoughts on the pearl clutchers. A, they're thinking about children way too fucking much, and B, they're probably a bad parent. On account of the fact that they're too busy thinking about kids instead of raising their kids. You can put a filter on a router. There are ways to do it. You have to take an interest in your kid. And then, also, if your kid breaks around, here's the thing. If your kid, like, finds a way around the firewalls that you set up and the protections you set up, you know what that is? That's fucking learning. You're accidentally giving them a quest. There are literally thousands of ways to filter content. You just have to, you know, take a moment and learn and then care about your child enough to do it. And if your kid breaks through those restrictions, hey, you know what? They're learning. And once again, this is if somebody's clutching their pearls about think of the children, they're probably a bad parent. Because you know what? If you wanted to think about the children, think about all the children who've died due to gun violence. I don't think guns is bad. I'm just, think for a second about that. Child sees a boob, worst thing to ever happen. Children die. You know, it's a Tuesday. That's crazy, man. That's fucking weird. Continue to say it and I'll keep fucking saying it. That's fucking weird. You're thinking about kids and fucking in the same breath, but like when it comes to guns, nothing. And I'm not even anti-gun. I think you should have a weapon to defend yourself, but I'm not owning a gun. Especially in the modern era. If everybody else gonna have a gun, you should probably have a gun. It's just, it's so, I don't know, man. It's just so fucking empty. I've seen it time and time again. Countless, throughout all of history, countless fucking times. I was just fucking, why are you thinking about kids and why are you thinking about fucking, why are you being fucking weird? No longer is it speak softly and carry around the loud stick. Now it's screech loudly and wave around your stick. I often think about, in a cartoon where you have the canonical dunce character who is stupid, constantly irritating. You know when Ned Flanders blows up at Homer Simpson, and Ned Flanders crash out and his blow up is far bigger than any of Homer's in any way, shape, or form? Starting to feel a bit like Ned Flanders. Oh, but yeah, it does feel good to vent. I do apologize. Like I said, I don't want to... Not apologizing for what I said, but apologizing for the energy I brought today, because it was a little aggressive today, but you also know how pissed I am. I prefer the yellow void. You like the piss void? Why do you like pee, huh? What's up with that? Why are you saying, Brendan, I like pee? And I'd be like, what? Stop judging. Me when I'm eating one solitary big green pea. More piss, Brendan, more piss. Just put the me and AI CEO. Just put the piss in the basket, man, and nobody gets hurt. Come on, man. Don't you want some premium piss? Just buy my piss already. Put some piss in the basket, man. You know you want to. I saw you look at me at the checkout counter. We're paying a lot for these ads. Just put the piss in the basket. I made this piss. I stole a bunch of other people's piss, and then I put it into the piss machine. And I made the piss for you. It is really funny that generative AI does get the piss filter on it. And I was finding out about that, where the chuds did all that, not even chuds, like chuds, you know, normal people who are just like, AI funny, did too much of the, what is it, the Miyazaki chud art. And to the point where the generator fucking started self-feeding itself, and then all of them now have kind of a piss filter, where a lot of generative AI, the end game for them, they just all get the piss filter. Very fucking funny. And would you get mad if somebody tied you up and made you watch Super Beasto? Rob Zombie's Super Beasto with the Luchador? Seen it when I was a child. It's poisoning itself. It's crazy, but AI only becomes piss. Nostradamus is gonna strike again, dude. It's gonna be like, why does ChatGPT, when I tell it, when I talk to ChatGPT and I tell it to tell me that I'm a handsome boy who is very cool and smart, why does it just say "ooh, peas softly in your mouth" every time? What happened to my AI chatbot? Every time I try to talk to my AI girlfriend, she just says peas softly in your mouth. Mr. Musk, why does Gork keep saying peas softly in your mouth? Asterisk. People are selling programs to unpiss the AI software. You know, it's cheaper as a pen and pencil. Maybe pick one fucking up. That's my take on it. Sorry, man. You gotta go outside and socialize. Sorry, man. You gotta pick up a pen and pencil and fucking draw something. Probably should, bud. Did see Japan recently. I think there was a Japanese sentiment of like, please do not do AI. And the litigation that could come from and hit every single anime art AI generator would be actively insane. But I've been saying this for like the last year, is the second that litigation is coming in, not just from like people, but from like other companies. Holy shit, is it so fucking over for generative AI. It is only surviving right now because there are enough people dumb enough to use it, A, and B, that there are enough, like, there's not enough litigation yet because the olds haven't figured it out yet. It already is. It already is. We're in that. We're at the beginning of that, though. We're not at the climax of that, though. Like how the Department of Homeland Security got hit by a copyright strike for it. Well, they're above the law right now, unfortunately. That don't count. The government currently is above the law because they just say nuh-uh and then walk away. Like the current administration is literally just a slew of nuh-uh, and then they walk away, and then they shit and fart, and then they say nuh-uh, and then they walk away and make you smell their farts. Technically, the government can do literally anything because they're just going to go nuh-uh and then fart and then make you smell their shit. But an actual AI company who can actually be sued, unlike the current administration, is fucked. Continuously and forever, they're absolutely fucked. I mean, there's a big theory that Trump wears Depends. He probably does shit his pants. He's like 79 years old and has a diet of fucking like beef out the ass. Like he more than likely does wear a diaper. He probably has somebody wipe his ass too. He's like an 80-year-old fucking man. Of course he's pooping his pants. He eats McDonald's every day. You can survive off eating McDonald's every day. It's just gonna take its fucking it's gonna take its pound of flesh eventually. He's on the best meds. They probably got him on 50 milligrams of Adderall every day just so he can walk around. Like people were doing the Biden old jokes, but even Biden was like fucking more cognizant than this guy is. Like Biden has cancer and he's going to fucking Phillies games and just eating a big hot dog and going, hey, what's up? Wish he wasn't a do-nothing baby during his fucking term, but Stephen Miller also wears a diaper, but that's because he's incontinent. Well, Stephen Miller wears a diaper because he thinks it makes him look taller. Biden was too nice. Biden was too nice, and we got to go back to the normal. And that's like the old person thinking is like if we just ignore it, we'll go back to the normal. Dude, did Thanos wear this diaper or what? Stop. I don't know, man. Kamala was going to do a child tax credit and the first-time home buyer tax credit, and I was kind of excited for that because even if it was a do-nothing baby term, at least there would have been the child tax credit and the first-time home buyer's tax credit, and she wouldn't have somebody on her team saying that Tylenol and circumcision cause autism. And yeah, we would still be bombing countries and giving bombs to countries that I don't want us giving bombs to. But it'd be less bombs. And also the first-time homebuyers tax credit and the child tax credit. And like an actual plan for grocery prices and inflation. And my wife's skincare wouldn't be $80,000. And we could have had Daddy Brendaniel. I mean, I don't have kids because it's expensive, man. I don't make enough money to want to bring a child into this world. I'm straight up about that. I don't want to bring a child into this world if I can't give them a better life than what I had, I don't want to bring a child into this world. I'm not anti-kid. I want to have kids. I want to be a dad. I've thought about it a million times. I do want to be a dad. I just am responsible enough to know that I can't afford it. Me and my wife can't afford it. I'd love to be a dad, especially since I work from home, so it'd be sick. I get to hang out with a kid all day, show them cool things I like, and then I get to, like, my wife come home, and then I can go to work. Having a kid would be sick, because then I'd have, like, a normal schedule. Bro believes in responsibility for the life he creates. Bro really thinks that if you bring a child into this world, you should care about them and actually be a parent. Yeah, well, because I grew up in a bad home. I did. I didn't grow up good. So, like, I don't know, man. I'd love to be able to afford a kid. If you want people to have more kids, if you want to add to the population, then you got to make it more worth having a child. Like, I want to, not even worth more, but you got to make it so that they can be raised in a world that I want to raise them in. I grew up with empathy. I'm sorry. It's the you know, I grew up in a bad spot, and I want to be able to put a life into this world that doesn't have to deal with that. If I put a life into this world, I don't want them to have to deal with that. And that's always been my thought. It's like, I'd love to be a dad. I raised my brother at, like, fuck, we have a 3-year age difference, and I was taking care of him when I was a kid. Wasn't good at it then, be a lot better at it now. I'm not mentally healthy enough for a kid, and I know that. I'd be such a crybaby. I'd be one of those dads that videotape. I'd be such a fucking annoying dad. I know it. I know I'd be like the fucking, you're doing anything you want to do, any activity you want to do. If you want to do sports, you want to do singing, you want to do dancing, I'm fucking bankrolling it all. What do you want to do? What are your joys in life? What do you want to fucking do? You want to sit at home and play video games? Fuck yeah. We're going to get you out, make you try shit. We're going to find out what you fucking like and what you want to fucking do, and I'm going to make sure you're able to do it. I want to eat gold and skydive. Fuck yeah. Could not be a parent. The fear of continuing the cycle is too strong. No, you're better. You're better than your parents. You will always be better than your parents. Especially if you have shitty parents. You know why? Because you already have the wherewithal and knowledge to be worried about the cycle. And that's literally the first step. You're already having that knowledge makes you better than 50% of all parents. Having that cycle of guilt, Silent Hill 2, be like, you already have the wherewithal and the knowledge. You could be a better parent. You will be a better parent. You could be a better parent. Sucks that the people that would be good parents realize why they shouldn't be parents. Yeah, for me, it's just affordable. You'd be such a pushover. Oh, absolutely. No, I fucking wouldn't, because I would have shit locked down. My wife always says this is, if we had kids, you'd be such a fucking pushover. And I'd be like, absolutely not. My ass would have a gaming schedule for them. I know how bad my sleep schedule was in fucking high school. I'm not letting them live through that. Shelby's not gonna have to be the bad cop. She always says this. She's always like, I'm gonna have to be the bad cop. It's gonna be me. And I'm like, no, you're not gonna have to be the bad cop. I'm lax on the cats, but they're also cats. Daily esports training regimen. Today, my beautiful child Truck, not my cat, but my son, my beautiful son, Crud. Today, we're going to make you learn how to do the Jamiroquai moves from the Jamiroquai music video. I'm so fucking sorry. We're going to figure it out, you and me together. We're locked in the garage for 48 hours. We're going to figure out how Jamiroquai did that. Dad, it's special effects. No, we're going to figure out how he fucking did that. He had to have done that. There had to be a way. We're going to figure it out. My wonderful, wonderful son, Toyota Corolla. We're going to figure it out. Cats are your tutorial for children. That's not true. Cats are inherently different than raising a human being. I don't like equating raising cats with raising a kid. They're entirely different experiences. I'm not going to be one of those millennials who equates, I have a cat, that's my child. And also, raising human life is different than raising a cat. Cats are not kids are not cats. Fundamental misunderstanding. Raising a creature may help you out on the empathy barrier. But like raising a kid is not raising a cat. I don't like that false equation. I don't like that. That false equivalence that people give that. I know I don't like it. You'd be wrapped around their finger? No, I fucking wouldn't. Because Shelby, I'm going into being a dad as like an entirely different thing. I don't think you understand. Plus, on top of that, even if I am a little lenient, you know who's going to have to do every diaper? You know who's done more diapers? This motherfucker. Me and my wife have always talked about this shit, where it's just like, and I'm going to be cleaning up every fucking diaper. So if I am a little bit less of a bad guy and a good guy, that's the trade-off, babe. Because if we had a kid, I'm not letting you touch any diaper unless you absolutely have to. This is a weird conversation we're having with this game, Brendan. I'm talking to my wife. She's in the chat. I don't know, man. This is a do-nothing game. Do-nothing games do that to me sometimes. I'm bad at being a person. I'm working on it. I'm doing better every day. Yeah, this is a Yappler game. I mean, I'm bad at being a person sometimes. Like, my wife could attest to this. I'm really bad at getting, like, chores and stuff done. She'll give me a list of stuff, and I'm better about it now. And part of that is just ADHD brainworms, where it's I will get a list of things to do, and I will not be able to do them, or I will put it off, and I'll be like, oh, I'll get this done. And medication has helped with that a lot. Like, I am infinitely better than I was. Love that executive dysfunction. Well, it's that and, like, I gotta work a lot. I have not been editing as much as I should be right now, and I gotta get a lot of fucking work done. I have so many Slop Temper VODs on the docket that I still have to get done. I got a lot of shit on the back end. And so it's been... I've been doing too much, and I've been trying to just, outside of streaming, I've just been trying to take it a little easy, and my brain is just in take it easy mode a little bit. Even if I can barely afford it, because, like... And when I'm in take it easy mode, it's even harder for me to, like, to get stuff done. But that's just I am bad at doing stuff. I'm trying to be better about doing stuff. It's good to try, but it's better to do. You know, I'm regularly doing laundry. When I'm done with stream, I'm going to do a bunch of dishes. Progress is being made on the personal front, but, like, also, I have a really hard time existing, which, like, a lot of people do. I mean, it's the front of the gourd. It's the gourd of the goad. I'm glad I don't have the depression ADHD on top of the normal depression. I don't need that doubling up right now, but a lot of that is, you know, kind of the system that you... Well, it's a lot of that for me is, like, acknowledging the system in which I was raised and then trying to be above that, which is, you know, I grew up with bad dad, hoarder grandparents, bad mom until high school. She got better. She's great now. I love my mom, but... And a lot of that compounded into, there's a lot of stuff that you will have in your formative years that I did not have the experience learning or getting. I did not know you were supposed to regularly shower and brush your teeth until high school. Understand that's the level that we're working with. And even then, I didn't start regularly brushing my teeth until, like, sophomore year of high school. I didn't understand that, you know, you're supposed to pick up after yourself. I still have trouble doing that sometimes, where I'll leave a mess and I'll be like, ah, fuck, I gotta clean that up. Shelby will get fucking annoyed because I'll leave, like, a wrapper somewhere in the living room and I'll be like, ah, fuck, I did this shit again, fuck. You know, and part of that is looking at that behavior and self-correcting as best you can. Used to be way worse pre-medication, where it was a full self-correction, and then, you know, a couple of weeks later, I would go back to those old habits or those bad habits again. Trying to understand and recognize that there are a lot of things I don't understand or know that are normal to everybody else, partially because of how I was raised, but also understanding that that's not an excuse to continue those behaviors. Just because I had a bad childhood doesn't mean that I can't grow and change as a person and be better. That's not an excuse. That's okay, I understand where this comes from. How do I rectify this? Need to rectify this, need to be better about this. Which for me, just one step at a time. Correcting bad behavior and then sticking to it and making it routine is really fucking tough. It's really fucking hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's not something that you can just fucking get done. You know, I'm not a get done person. I need to like trick my fucking brain into making sure that I'm making the right decision. Which sucks. I never understand. My wife is fucking a goated human being. She doesn't want to do something, she can fucking do it. I don't want to do something, I will try to find 50 fucking excuses to come up with. And at the end of the fucking day, it's like, you're a dumb son of a bitch. Stop being fucking stupid, get it done. I have a interior voice. Chulump will like this if they're still here. Sometimes I have this interior voice that helps out, where I imagine Winnie the Pooh being disappointed in me. And the second that I hear that in my head, I'm like, fuck. I gotta fucking do the laundry now. I gotta do the fucking dishes now. I gotta get this shit. I gotta mow the lawn now. And I'm like, it's one of the only things that'll fucking work. Is a cartoon bear fucking mad at me. I gotta think of the fucking shit that I liked when I was a kid, and I gotta think of characters that I looked up to and be like, fuck. The cartoon would be disappointed in me. Fuck. But then it's like, well, they're not real, Brendan. That's not a big deal. They're not real. But that's like, oh fuck, I gotta fucking anything that gets me there. But I also want to be, I am proof that you can change your habits. I am proof that you can be better. I am proof that you can take that step. You know? So you absolutely should. It's not scary. I mean, it is fucking scary, but like, it can be done. It's just you got to do it. That's the hardest thing about it. If you want to effect change upon yourself, you have to be the one to do it. Nobody's going to be able to get you to do it. I'm not going to be able to get you to do it. I'm not going to get you to be able to change to look upon better habits and be better. I'm not a paragon of fucking virtue. I crank my hog one leg at a time just like the rest of everybody. But like, you owe it to you to do you. La Boo Boo, 24 karat La Boo Boo. Only you will do you. And like, if you don't want to change, you don't want to put that effort, and you don't want to take that step, you know what? Take your fucking time. You'll get there. That's the other fucking thing, is you have time. I'm 32. I started fixing my shit at 29. It took me that fucking long to fix my shit. I had to get my shit burned 1 million times before I looked at myself and said, oh, fuck. I need to do better and be better. And I am. It could be even better, mind you, but I'm working on it. If you're afraid of something, if you're afraid of like a social aspect, if you're afraid of taking the plunge to better yourself, the hardest part is doing it. And then the second you've done it, it gets easier. Still fucking hard. Yeah, it is wild for my wife to see DD Megadoodoo out in the wild. She worked with that lady. She worked with the DD Megadoodoo newscaster lady. My wife was that when you were master control, or was that when you, like producer? Yeah, my wife worked with the DD Megadoodoo lady. Brendan I was watching in 2019 was not the same Brendan I see before me now. Well, yeah, because I got better. Well, because in 2019, I was burnt out and fucking broken. 7 years of fucking retail on top of trying to make YouTube videos, on top of failing constantly and burning myself out. And I had to come to the conclusion that, A, I don't like making YouTube content that much. I like streaming. I don't like making structured videos that much. And I don't even think it's like, I don't like making structured videos. I think I was just burnt out. By putting my shit into the machine saying, fuck you. Me going, okay, well then I'll stop. I had to come to terms with the fact that I'm a yappler. And I like doing the yappler core things. But also like, 2019, you know, pre-COVID, part of me is glad that the pandemic happened. Because I don't think if I didn't have that kind of like crying, breaking down in my bathtub moment of full on like, I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm going to do it, then I wouldn't have come out stronger on the other side. And I'm lucky that I had a good support network of people that I care about. And I'm lucky that I, you know, pulled my head out of my ass and decided, no, I'm going to just do better and be better. I had that fucking anime character, the fighting spirit. where anime character get the fucking fighting spirit and they go, ah! I had that shit happen to me. It's like, absolutely fucking not. It is so over always comes back into We Are So Back. And you should appreciate the We Are So Back moments while you have them. Looking down at your clenched fist moment, pretty much. But in terms of like myself and my id and my ego, I had to get knocked down a couple of pegs. I did. I absolutely did. It was very healthy for me to get knocked down a couple of pegs. I had to. It was the only fucking way for me to grow and change as a person. I hate feeling that way, but like the realization of like I had to kind of get my ass kicked a little bit. Otherwise, I never would have pushed myself. And it sucks. It sucks. It fucking sucks. In that moment where you're getting your fucking shit kicked in, and every fucking choice you make feels like the wrong one. But like, I'm lucky enough to have that We Are So Back moment. Start to feel like myself again. In 2025, I feel more myself than I have in the last 10 years. Which is fucked up to think about. And I have bad days, absolutely. Everybody has bad days. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Miley Cyrus said that. But like, I kind of had to be humbled. Just go bald again? I don't need to. I like having hair. If I gotta go bald, I go bald. Still a little mad that medication actually works. Me too. I am a little bit miffed. My problem with ADHD meds really was everybody presented them as like, yeah, this works, and you feel a lot better. And I was like, I don't think so, man. Power of spirit and all that. And then I got help and I got medicated, and I was like, fuck. No, they're kind of right. I was like, oh, fuck, this sucks, dude. I fucking hate it when they're right. I was kind of mad. I was a little bit mad that ADHD meds kind of helped me. Like, in the worst way, too, which is now I'm, like, focused and can focus for the first time in probably my whole life. And you know what it feels like? Being medicated for the first time in my life over this last, like, year or so is it feels like I'm a different person. It feels like I got reborn. And it's such a fucking weird feeling where it feels like I'm discovering new things about myself all the fucking time. When it felt like I was in a fog for 32 years. It feels really fucking weird. Where it's not like bursts of like sentience. I remember things better. My brain works better. I can focus better. I can talk about things that I'm passionate about better. I can be passionate about things. I'm still having a hard time. It's really hard to break, 10 years of apathy. As it is going to be. But like, damn, it feels good to be a gangster. They said that shit. Using less nonsense language. You know what? Dubious do be that way. And I'm glad I'm better, but now it's a lot of figuring out what that means, I guess. Like, yeah, I do be better, but like, what does that mean? Premium, more like creamium. I don't know. I'm on that journey of self-discovery. I'm on that fucking, the chosen path. I'm on that dragon path type shit. I'd be wandering the fucking scales looking for answers. Finding that they were within me the whole time. I'm on that shit that like moms get into, but like the shit that actually works of my own recognizance. I'm on that chicken noodle soup for the soul type beat, but without the weird Christian undertones. I don't even know how to start the journey of self-discovery now that I'm basically just clarified butter. Thinking about the journey to self-discovery is the first step to the journey of self-discovery. Is it fucked up to be like, the only thing I remember from high school is my economics teacher telling us our class how he has an apocalypse-ready compound with an electric fence, and how he was gonna eat people who came to it when society collapsed? No, that tracks. But if I'm comfortable being not happy, you're only comfortable being not happy until you actually look at yourself and go, am I actually comfortable? The problem with being comfortable with apathy and being comfortable with depression is it's like a smothering fucking blanket. Is once you get one little peek outside of it, you're like, oh, fuck. The second you get a peek outside of the blanket, you're like, oh, shit. Every fucking time. Being comfortable being unhappy only lasts as long as you are unhappy. The second you are happy is, oh, shit. It's like eating gruel all day, every day, your entire life, and then you have a big pile of stew, and you're like, wait a fucking second, this rips. But that's also, I mean, that's literally like kind of the definition of apathy in general, is like being apathetic to, the conditions that surround you. And you got to take the first step to doing that. You got to take the first step towards bettering yourself. You can listen to a dog shit bunch of like podcast bros tell you, you do you, you be you, buy my protein. And they got like one thing right. You know, broken clock is right twice a day. You got to be the impetus of your own betterment. And if you are comfortable with, you know, if you're comfortable with that, if you're comfortable with being not happy, then like, what are you going to do? I can't tell you anything. You kind of want your you to be a happy you. Being comfortable ain't being content. Be yourself never accounts for the idea that there's not a self in the first place. Well, exactly. Like I had a problem with this where, I mean, I had a huge problem with this, and I've had a problem with this my entire life, which is I don't know who I am. And I'm figuring it out every day, and I'm getting that kind of sense of self, but I don't know who I am. And having that moment of realization during my mega breakdown in 2019, 2020 was that realization is I don't know who I am. I need to figure out what I am and who I am and what that means to be me. Well, you're Brendaniel. Yeah, but what does it mean to be Brendaniel? I think that's a problem I've struggled with my whole life. Who am I? What am I? It's like the Neil Breen movie. I mean, yeah, I'm a big collection of funny meat that is all slapped together, half-dashed, but what does it mean? Am I Brendan? Am I Brendaniel? Am I Brentity Daniel? Figuring out who you are is a process that you undertake your entire life. And it's not, I think that, you know, part of it is it's not for you to decide who you are, kind of, in a way. I think you are kind of just who you are. They expect you to do it in high school, but that shit can take forever. Well, exactly. And well, not some people know who they are, like right off the rip. I don't know what it means to be me. And I'm figuring that out every day, but, you know, it do be tough out there. But, you know, it's nice to be able to figure out what it do and what it mean to be me. And that process in and of itself is kind of a fun one, so. Is this game fun? Yeah. I'm not trying too hard, to be fair. It's just Cocoa Melon. I'm just jingling strawberries in front of you. Yeah, it's Gamer Cocoa Melon. Bollock's Pick comes out tomorrow, though. True. We got the fucking orb. That game's gonna ruin me. Just like this game's gonna ruin me. Are you allergic to strawberries? Well, yeah, but Cocoa Melon is like the dancing strawberry. And like, I'm not gonna be eating the strawberry or handling them. They're just gonna be in the air, dancing. Mystically and wonderfully. They're gonna be there just in the void, just kind of dancing and flying by the screen. And the next thing you know, 3 hours has gone by. 4 hours has gone by. You look at your hands, they're wizened hands. They're old hands. You look back up at the screen, they're not strawberries anymore. They're legumes. You look back down, now you're 45. You're a railroad engineer. How did this happen? Why am I rail the road? Why do I put the ties down? Why do I put the spikes down? What happened? Spider bite. And then I got that fucking ow! Ouch, spider bite. Ow! Brendan, I found that a bowling alley 50 minutes from me has those Sega arcade cabinets that are in the arcades in Yakuza. Pretty cool. I always say I like arcades, and then every time I've gone to an arcade, I'm like, oh yeah, this is video games. And then a lot of arcade games are just fighting games. I'm like, did they got the Simpsons arcade machine here? Nah, I'll pass them. When do I get to be Marge and Homer in the beat 'em up? I'm like, am I Marge? Am I Homer? No? Alrighty then. MBD, not a big deal. There's a Rick and Morty pinball machine there. I tell you, that Pickle Rick you like is coming back in style. Trying to get into being more social sucks because I got the need to be useful brain. It's tough. I mean, a lot of my socialization is on the internet. And part of that is because there aren't any spaces around me that are for any of the things I'm interested in. And that, and I think COVID really, really wrecked people's brains a lot. COVID burned out a lot of brain cells. Like a lot of brain cells. And so it is demonstrably harder to be social. So a lot of my socialization is on the internet. Or me wife, or me friend James, or me family. The extent of Brendan's socialization, to me, is rock, look at this, then disappears. Yep. Gotta find fun adult Iowan meetups. They don't do that around here, though. On account of the fact that, like, all everybody want to do around here is go to the bar and drink, and I'm not going to the fucking bars here. They're the drizzling shits. And if I wanted the drizzling shits, I'd be eating fucking poo-poo out the toilet. Hot Iowa singles in your area. Well, I'm married. I don't need hot Iowa singles, but, you know. There aren't a lot of third spaces that don't suck. A lot of third spaces exclusively for shitheads or old people. Unless you're in a bigger city. Pretty much the only third spaces here are for shitheads and for old people. My God, I went to the fucking pumpkin patch and all I did was get bit by 1,000 gnats and then it sucked. And like, I love my mom and I love my grandma. It didn't suck because of them, but like, it just sucked. I just go my swarm, yeah. The swarm fucking got me. Renfails are cool, but I'm nowhere near comfortable to be able to mingle. Part of that is my problem, is I don't look a lot of stuff up, and the other problem is a lot of the stuff that is neat in my area gets advertised on, like, Facebook, and that's it. And it's like, why is everything gotta be through Facebook? God damn it. Why does everybody in my town who organizes cool things still only fucking use Facebook? I don't want to go on Facebook to find cool things. I fucking hate Facebook. It's always Facebook. It's never anything else. You can never just look up cool events. Nobody posts anything to Eventbrite or anything. It's always Facebook. The fuckbook of normal. I'm not using it. I only find out about cool things when they're done. I'm active in my city subreddit. My city subreddit ain't good. My city subreddit ain't good, buddy. 6,000 people. One of the top posts is, years ago I saw a slogan on a muffler shop on Gordon Drive. Am I imagining this, or was that a thing? And the title is No Muff, Too Muff Muffler Shop. Y'all city is a subreddit? My city is a subreddit. My city is like 100,000 people max. Any local breweries that still sell growlers? What is a growler? And there is a gaming bar in my town, but it's so... I haven't been there, and the reason I haven't been there is it's so sad looking. And it's mostly pinball. And I do kind of want to go, but also, like, it's like pinball and one Pac-Man arcade machine and, like, one Donkey Kong barrel. Don't dox yourself. People already know I'm in shit city, Iowa. Ain't nobody gonna come to a town that smelled perpetually like shit. Did have that. Well, I had the Domino's guy recognize me. But, like, also, what are they gonna do? Get me? Like, okay. I've got, you've gotten me. Really? You're gonna waste that energy on Brendaniel? That's my thing, is just the... Really? All that time and energy for, like a goofy poo-poo man on the internet? I'm sorry. Like, I feel like you're kind of wasting time on the goofy poo-poo man. And I'm the goofy poo-poo man. Like, fuck, dude. Somebody come to get me? Joke's on them. They're in Iowa now. It's worth it just for that. Like, fuck. Is Brendan one of the most popular Iowans? No. They got a lot of popular Iowans. You look at the tape. They got a lot of them. I don't even think I break top 100. I'm not gonna lie to you. How fucked up it would be if Domino's guy was in the chat right now. I don't even think Domino's guy watched my content. I think Domino's guy just knew who I was. That's like the tangential, like, oh yeah, I seen a thumbnail of you. Motherfuckers ain't gonna know who Brendaniel is. I've been doing this shit for 15 beers. I'm a little secret. If I saw you like that, I would be mortified. Exactly. It's like when I used to work retail and I got recognized like 3 or 4 times, and every time it's just like I'm at work, man. Be like, I'm at work. I don't know what to tell you here. Do you want to buy a TV? No? All right. Gotten that before. Still screaming and running if I see you IRL. I'd like to go to a con or something. I've talked about that. I haven't been to a con in a while. Last con I went to was almost 10 years ago, so it has been a while. You're the only creator I'd actively avoid. Thanks. I don't know how to take that. Is that because you don't want the horrifying visage of my face that I keep in my wallet? Because, you know, I keep Brendan stickers on me. I give them to people sometimes. So, like, I got that going for me. I got a loot drop. I accidentally printed way too much of them, so I just keep them on me. Probably shouldn't say, yeah, I got a loot drop, because, you know, that might lead to something, but, like, you know. Brendan, isn't your gaze like that of Medusa? Yes. You will turn to stone, but I got a cool sticker for you. You only drop comments anyway. I don't know. If you want a horrifying homage of my face. I don't even have snakes for hair. How could I be a Mandusa? That doesn't even make any sense. I don't even got snakes for hair. I have hair for hair. You got the snakes lower down? What, so looking at my cock? Looking at my penis would turn you into stone. Brendan, don't come to Cumming, Missouri unless you want to be turned into a pillar of salt. Buddy, I've been to Branson once when I was a kid. But I'm not stepping foot in Missouri. They're going to kill me. I look too goofy. Midwestern white guy in his 30s and he doesn't have a beer gut and Oakley's on? Oh, no. That's why I get carded by people. I get fucking carded. You know why? Because I don't have the fucking beer gut. Maybe like the... You're 30? And I'd be like, yeah, I think I look 30. I just don't look Midwestern 30. I don't look tired and haggard. They got a vegan meetup later this month, and I'm so tempted to crash that son of a bitch. Go for it, but you know, I say do it, but also like, god damn, the only downside to that would be if they're really gatekeepy about it. What would it take for you to come to dumbass Texas? Nothing, I don't wanna. I shouldn't, that's rude as hell. What, to crash a vegan meetup? I mean, just say you're there to, if you're not vegan or vegetarian, just say you're interested in the way. Like, what's up? Why do they like it? You don't have to be confrontational about it. If you want to take it as a learning opportunity, you can go to a vegan meetup and just be like, what's the deal with this? Like, what's up? Like, how do you make it affordable? That's a learning. That's an opportunity. Respectfully, crashing the vegan meetup is different than crashing the vegan meetup. Because, like, if I saw, like, a vegan or vegetarian meetup, I wouldn't go, but that's because I dated a vegetarian for a while in high school. And so I get the bit. I had a vegan lasagna that'd knock your fucking socks off. Genuinely insanely fucking good lasagna. I haven't had a better one since. You dated somebody before your wife? Yeah, I dated a lot of people in high school, but I've been with my wife since 2012, 2013. You got the recipe for that vegan lasagna? No, it was just goated. I was in high school, I wouldn't have been asking. Will the lasagna rip my dick off? I'm not gonna lie. Better than any lasagna I've had, restaurant or home cooked. The sauce is so fucking good. I think those motherfuckers used fresh tomato and made the sauce by hand. Do I want to know the recipe? No, I'm bad at cooking. Which is to say, I'm not interested in cooking lasagna. That will rip my dick off. I'm not at that point in my life yet. I really fumbled the jam arc. And so now I'm a little scared of getting back into big cooking. I gotta get over my hang-up about touching meat before I do anything. I can do pasta though. Lasagna's not hard. That's just layering that shit. But I gotta find that shit on my own time. Yeah, pissed I didn't get my jam. It fucking blew ass. It sucked. I'm gonna try again over the summer next year. I'm gonna wait until that mulberry tree grows out again, then I'm gonna try again. And this time I'm gonna try it a lot harder. Biggest Brendaniel controversy, did not give mods their jam. I fucked it up. And then I didn't want to go out and get more berries. And then I fucked it up real bad. I fucked up the jam real bad, dude. No, I put too much pectin in it. And then it basically was a fucking, it was a mulberry jerky. And mulberries are really fucking tough to do a jam with because mulberries don't really keep at fucking all. So if I pick them and put them in the fridge, I gotta do it like right away. I can't wait. I made a jerky. It didn't taste that bad. It just was too hard. It was too thick. The Brendaniel situation is crazy. Do you think he'd wear the black shirt during that one to prove that the video is about a serious topic, or would he wear the white shirt to prove that the video is not a serious topic? Mulberry fritters, mulberry strudel. It's not like tart. Like mulberry, like, it's not like it was tart. It was just too hard. It was too hard of a fucking jam, and I fucked it up. I'm talking about my mulberry jerky, yeah. The jerky loaf. I made the brick of jerky loaf, yeah. And then I was like, I did, yeah. I threw it out because it was uneatable after a little while. And I didn't put it in jars. I put it in a container for a bit. And I had a little bit of it, and I was like, I can't even spread this shit. It's because I put too much pectin in it, and I was worried about it being... No, I had to throw the whole container away because it was like a hard brick of mulberry. It was fucked. I fucked it. I fucked the jam. Now they don't let me in the grocery store anymore on account of the fact that I fucked the jam. You did what? I fucked the jam. I got too hard. I made a mulberry ingot, yeah. Fucked up the thick-ass mulberry. Too fucking thick to be able to handle. Disgustingly thick mulberry in my location. More likely than you think, on account of the fact that I fucked the jam. Should have made another one to make a mulberry sword. It's just, I made it, and I went through all the process of doing it, and then I fucked it up, and I was like, I'm just gonna try again next year. I was like, It was a pain in the ass to pick them, and then also, if I do it again, here's the problem with the mulberries, too, is you gotta destem those sons of bitches, and they're so soft. And it's such a fucking pain to try to destem those sons of bitches. It really fucking is. And your fingers get stained. And I think if I try to make a jam, I'm just gonna buy like a fresh fruit from like a farmer's market and then just try it with that. I should start with an easier fruit other than the hardest fucking fruit. Would you consider doing a crafts or cooking stream? Not really, man. It's not really my bag. Here's my thing, is if it was something I was into, absolutely. But, like, I'm not super into it. It's like my dinner today was a yogurt, some leftover rice, a protein bar, and a granola bar. Pretty much been my dinner for about the last, like, 3 weeks usually, unless a special occasion. Because I don't find a lot of joy in cooking. I kind of get annoyed by cooking in general, and I am very much, in a lot of ways, I like good food, but in a lot of ways I am, as long as I'm not hungry, I'm fine. Like, that's my problem, is like as long as I'm not hungry, I'm fine. Even if I don't like the food, I'm not hungry, whatever, it's fine. Brendan, no cooking the pizza. I mean, I do cook the pizza, but it's usually, I get a couple of pizzas from Aldi, that are like $3 a piece, and then if I get really hungry, I'll make an Aldi pizza. Whether you fuck with deviled eggs, yeah, they're good. I'm just not gonna make them. I can learn. I just don't wanna. I'm not bad at cooking. I'm ignorant about cooking. Take a cooking class. They can be really fun. I just don't want to because I don't really see I don't really care about food. That's part of the apathy problem that I'm trying to correct. That's part of the, we were talking about self-improvement. That's something I'm trying to fix. But it's really hard to just be like, 30 years and not care about the food. Now I gotta try to make myself care about the food. I can make food. I make pasta. I make ravioli. I make French toast. The one thing that I'm good at cooking at is French toast. I make a fucking delightful French toast. All right. Eggs, cinnamon, sugar, Hawaiian bread. All right? Don't fucking matter what amount. Just put that shit in a bowl. You get a big mixing bowl. Eggs, cinnamon, sugar. That's fucking it. In the fucking bowl. Little bit of milk if you feel like it. Maybe. Who gives a shit? Hawaiian bread. It's naturally fucking sweet. So you soak that shit up in the mixture you make. You whisk the shit out of it. You put the Hawaiian bread in the fucking mixture. You fry that shit on the fucking griddle. Done. Eggy bread. You make sure it's brown on both sides. Fucking done. That's it. That's the who gives a shit method. That's how you make a fucking delightful French toast. You can make it better. You can get a little brown sugar, sprinkle that son of a bitch on there. You can get a little extra cinnamon, sprinkle that shit on there after the fact. Get a little sugar, get a little cinnamon. I eat that shit with Hershey's Sundae strawberry syrup. I eat that shit like a cartoon character eats candy for dinner when I eat that shit. All right? You're already eating French fucking toast. You're already eating eggy bread. Hershey's strawberry sundae syrup. No real strawberries in that son of a bitch. Only thing I go out of my way to fucking cook, like real hard. My biggest problem with cooking realistically is I have a problem touching meat. And there are a lot of things you can make that don't involve meat. But my brain don't fucking work. And so I can do a pasta, I can do any pasta. I can cook a ramen, I can cook a pasta. I did try to make cookies that one time and made a horrifying cookie loaf. And that was because I tried to substitute, my bad. I tried to substitute, vanilla extract with banana extract, which not something you should do. And then you make cookie loaf. But I do have a problem where a lot of the foods I want to eat involve meat, and I can't touch meat. I'm trying to work on that. I keep working on it, but I get the fucking icky. It's like, you ever get your hands wet and you touch paper and your teeth hurt? No, but I should get back into, like, I had a little bit of, like, when I started medication, I did have a really big, like, I should cook more and I should do more. And, like, I need to get back onto that shit. Good for me to vent at the beginning of the fucking stream. Did help a lot, I'm not gonna lie. Helped a lot more than that. I'm not gonna lie. Feel like I've been holding that one in since, since shit happened. And I'm very happy that I got that out of the way. And then would you feed Truck a little salami? I've done it before. Shelby gets mad at me. I can't eat soup because of texture. I can't think of many foods that I can't eat because of texture. But, like, I do have a problem with, I have a weird thing where if there's anything fucking in the ramen other than noodles and broth, I can't fucking do it. I can't. And you're gonna be so fucking mad at me if you enjoy food. I got this delightful ramen in Chicago that had pork belly in it, and it was this fucking wonderful ramen that I liked, but I couldn't eat any of the toppings because I thought it was weird. I just couldn't do it. I don't know why. My brain just turned the fuck off and said, you can't eat that. You can't eat that meat. You don't know if that meat's safe. You can't eat that meat. Why is there meat in there? That's weird. You can't eat that meat. There's meat in there. There shouldn't be meat in there. You can't eat that meat. I was like, what the fuck do you mean I can't eat that meat? And I took a bite and it was awesome. And then my brain was like, no, you can't eat that meat. I'm like, what do you mean I can't eat that fucking meat? It's like having a one-sided conversation with your dumb-ass brain where it's just, oh, you can't eat that meat. That meat might be bad. This is my problem with leftovers, too. Growing up in multiple households with rotting food in the fridge, anytime there's leftovers or anytime meat sits for any amount of time, even an okay amount of time, like sliced deli meat, I try not to buy sliced deli meat because if I don't check it and it goes by a day without me checking it, I get neurotic about it. I'm like, you can't eat that meat. That meat's bad now. Meat's gone bad. I'm like, it's been a fucking day. Meat's gone bad. Meat's gone bad. It's been a day. Like, what the fuck do you mean it's been? Meat doesn't go bad in a day. Meat's gone bad. It's been a day. No, meat's gone bad. It's been a day. Shouldn't eat that. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? No, it's not. Logically, I fucking know that the meat not bad. It's been in there for a fucking day. And my problem with leftovers. If it ain't pasta, been a day. Meat go bad. Leftovers is bad. Meat go bad. I'm like, what? Huh? No. But that little fucking weird neurotic creature in my brain where it's just like, meat bad now. Meat bad now, meat bad now. It sat in there for a day without you supervising it. Meat bad. I'm like, what do you mean? It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make a lick of sense. But I got too much food poisoning as a kid. A watched meat never rots. Something about the fucking, I don't know, meat go bad. Then I'm like, oh God, this is the one aspect of the mental illness I don't fucking want. Give this to somebody else. Give this to anybody else. Let somebody else have this battle. I don't want this battle anymore. Me when I'm the unrelatable streamer, if the meat go bad. This is once again part of my neuroses, which is the pillows are evil sometimes, which I've talked about on stream. Where the great part of having an awesome imagination is I love having an epic imagination so I can close my eyes and go to a cool place, but then sometimes it's the creeping paranoia and the fear. Where I'll do the logic loop, and then I'll do an illogical loop because I did too many logic loops, and then I'm like, oh yeah, my pillows are evil now. What? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Nah, my pillows are evil. That's why I have 4 pillows in my bedroom. Because if a pillow is evil, I will get out of bed, and I'll switch the pillow. The pillow is no longer evil. I'm like, why the fuck is pillows evil? The fuck do you mean pillows are evil, brain? It'll be like, pillows evil now. You gotta swap it. James is fucking laughing at me from the bathroom like, what the fuck is he talking about? I talked about this with Shelby. I don't know why I've never talked about this with you. Pillows are evil sometimes. Brandon, you ever think about Fester Maxing? We tried it. It went bald. It didn't work. Did you do the kooky thing he does when he's bald? No, I didn't put a light bulb in my mouth. But then again, I can't get near light bulbs because if I put a light bulb in my mouth, I think about the fact that if you put a light bulb in your mouth, bulb first, it can just get stuck in there and you need to go to the hospital and get it removed. Because you can put it in your mouth, but you can't take it out, and that freaks me out, so I'm not even doing that for a bit. I can be a little neurotic sometimes about the dumbest fucking things, and it pisses me off. It's the worst about it. The worst is being neurotic about something and having the wherewithal to be like, logically, this makes no fucking sense. But for some reason, the heart palpitations have started and I have anxiety because I think my pillow is evil. It's like, what the fuck do you mean? Hate that shit. Fight that shit every day of my fucking life. Live in the nightmare. Bitch, I am the nightmare. I gotta find the fucking throne. I gotta find the portal. I gotta find the throne. I gotta find the portal. I gotta find the throne. I gotta find the portal. I gotta find the throne. Get away from me, please. I watched a video essay on philosophy. You need to leave. I watched a video essay on Carl Jung. Now I understand everything. Get out of here. It's only crazy if it's not an actual problem. If it's a problem, well, you're just odd and pillows are evil sometimes. And have you seen the Uncle Fester rap? No. I bet Rock will send it to me, no? F-E-S-T-E-R, he is Uncle Fester. F-E-S-T-E-R, he is Uncle Fester. I thought you hated video essays? Yeah, as a joke. I think they're good video essays. The problem is like, I have a problem with one specific subset of video essay, which is they're not video essays. I don't like it when the video essay is just a summary. It's not a video essay. You made a fucking Spark Notes. I think if you got something interesting to say, then I'm willing to hear it. But if you fucking summarize a piece of media and that's all you fucking have, and you just make jokes in a fucking summary without anything to fucking say, that it's not a video essay, buddy. You are a summary. You are a Spark Notes. Which is fine sometimes. It's fine. It's just slop. The problem is that a video essay should have a message about the theming. Your opinion about the core ideology of the thing that you were talking about is there and present. I like, what is it? Is it Noah Caldwell Gervais has a video that is incredibly long on Fallout, the Fallout driving video? Is that Noah? I love that video. That video is such a wonderful video in an exploration of, like, I watched that video in piecemeal. I fucking love that video. Part of that video is just, one, it's just a fun fucking trip vlog, but then two, it's a little bit of history about each place, talking about and describing the kind of like the areas as opposed to the areas in the game, just talking about the areas and the trip. But that's the thing, I don't think video essays are bad. I have friends that do video essays. Some of my best friends are video essays, guys. And like, honestly, I don't mind video essays. I think you should have something to say. I feel like that's kind of the point of video essays, is you are making an essay that is a video. If it's not an essay, if you're not saying nothing, then you don't stand for anything. Most essays are actually summaries. Yeah, but they're not really essays, it feels like. I don't want a summary. I want a summary and some takes. But at the very least, you know, some takes. I don't just want a summary and jokes is my problem. You don't gotta have some gigantic thesis to it, I think. I don't think there needs to be like a gigantic, ginormous thesis to it. I just think, like, you know, more than a summary with jokes. Say something. You know, why do you talk about a franchise? Why are you talking about a piece of media? Like, not just to talk about the piece of media, but the why of why you're talking about it. And if the why of why you're talking about it is like, I like it good, that's at least better than a summary with jokes. At least there's something. And then telling why you like it good, that's something. But sometimes it's like you know, sometimes a YouTuber will make a couple of good video essays and then it'll fall directly into I gotta make the content and put it in the machine. And then it's just, here's the summary with jokes. It's like, that's fine, it's slop, like, enjoy the slop. I just don't get a lot of enjoyment out of it. It's like, sometimes I rarely will watch video essays on, like, batshit things. Like, I watched a video on Tech War recently. That was more of a summary with jokes, but I appreciated that it was more so as a look into this weird fucking thing. And I kind of appreciated it from that front. The Civi one? No. It was on the whole franchise. It wasn't on the game. It was on the game and the books and the TV show. It was a total Tech War retrospective. It wasn't like just the game retrospective. It was everything Tech War. I haven't seen a lot of Civi videos. I probably like the videos, but like, I haven't seen a lot of them. Oh, yeah, the Garth Marenghi level Dark Place. Fucking, yeah, you watched the same video probably as me then. Let's go. I was doing good with Mega Chat on my own. Let's go Big Suz. Did you see the 4-hour Jenny Nicholson Star Wars Hotel thing? I watched a bit of it, but I didn't retain any of it. Another problem with me with video essays. Watched a bit of it, didn't retain much. Civi is more on the summary with jokes side, but he's so heavy on the jokes that it feels like he gets away with it. Well, because it's... a summary with jokes, I think, is fine when it's more of a showcase. Especially if it's something weird or niche. Like, you're likely to be less slop when it's a full showcase. Like I said, I don't think having a summary with bits is, like, you know, inherently bad. I just think I, you know, appreciate, like, a real video essay with, like, a message. Or, like, a, you know, something to say. Rather than, you know, the slop. Because as somebody who's made a lot of slop, and makes a lot of slop, I just appreciate it. I respect it. And honestly, sometimes summaries with jokes, you can get away with it as long as the jokes are good enough. What slop have you made besides the Reed stuff? I don't know, man. I feel like any of my movie reviews, I think like a good bulk of my videos are slop. And some of my videos have a point or a purpose, but like, I'm not telling you. It's like any of my videos where I rate things. The joke is kind of the existence of the video. Yeah, it's not bad to be, you know, summary with jokes. It's just, I'm not usually looking for stuff like that.
Sorry, chat. I want to think a little bit when I watch a YouTube video.
It's not bad as long as you know, it's well written and the jokes are good. Most of my YouTube consumption is podcasts and watch this while you eat slop. That's what I'm here for. Can't complain about slop when that's what I'm here for. I am second monitor content that you can watch while you eat your food. Totally happy being that. I do eat my food when I watch you a lot. See? It's an incredibly high honor to be the content you watch when you eat your food. Brendan, is there any animal you'd like to see up close one day? Yeah, 3 Days Grace, that animal I'd become. I can't escape this hell. So many times I've tried. Like that shit. The fuck. Is Whale I've become the stream bit of the year now? I don't know. What would it even be the stream bit of the year? I don't know, dude. This is my problem where I release jokes like a plague upon this earth, and if they hit, they hit. If they don't, I don't worry about it. Probably Hugo Speed. Brother, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I just love chilling, grilling, a little bit of illin'. I like having a good time, brother. Don't worry too much about it. Dude, thinking about it, having a good time, drinking a lot of beers, drinking a couple of beers with the bros. Just chilling, grilling, a little bit of illin', love chillaxing and relaxing and maxing out, dude. Don't worry about it too much, dude. We're just goofing, dude. I'm just eating big sandwiches off the ground, dude. I'm finding them on the ground. It's like a little sandwich centipede, dude. Page Piggy is the bit of the year. Slenderman when he finally meets the... I'm still thinking about that. I'm not gonna lie. Me saying, do you think that... Somebody asked me, do you think Slenderman would be into Findom? And I responded, how are my little Page Piggies doing? It's gonna stick with me a lot. That one's gonna be in my head for a while. Big fan of Gordon Ramsay's Blue Sun. True. What if my son was fucking blue? That was a Digimon stream one, though. Not everybody's gonna know that one. What if Gordon Ramsay had a blue son and he just walked around the restaurant? What if he made his blue son judge a restaurant? What if everything you own and everything you are was all down to Gordon Ramsay's blue son? And then on top of that, what if other restaurateurs had their own different colored children, like Guy Fieri with his red son versus Gordon Ramsay and his blue son? And I just made Zatch Bell. Sorry about that, man, but your son, he's fucking blue! When you talk about my blue son, you say blue son. Paula Dean's Butterchild be like. I think it made Food Network Pokemon. Kind of made Food Network Zatch Bell. Can't be saying that, Butterchild. I mean, Paula Dean realistically would want the Butterchild to be saying that. The only jokes that spring to mind for me are that sucks, dude. And being mom's favorite son, but those were only for one stream. True. Been a weird year. Part of that is, oh, you know what? Fuck you. I am the moon. Never mind. I remember. I'm the moon. Fuck you. I'm the moon. That's going to be my bit of the year. I am the moon. Fuck you. I'm the moon. I don't give a shit what you got to say. I'm the fucking moon. Don't fuck with me. I'm the moon. Nice moon logic, buddy. Too bad I'm the moon. This Girl's on Fire also good, but I also started to lose my mind near the end of Sloptember, and I became the moon. Quagmire Toilet? Nah, Quagmire Toilet's been an ongoing one. You should have seen the Forza Horizon stream where I made Quagmire Toilet car. And everybody hated it. And I put a lot of work into the Quagmire Toilet car. I don't know why everybody hated it. No, I took a lot. Using the Forza editor to make Quagmire Toilet car was a lot of work. I think it was a strong contender, but you know. No, I fucking loved Quagmire Toilet car. True. Should have been there. That was what a perfect age. Peak mental illness era. Trying to find my way back there. Brendan is just a dog chasing cars. Pretty much. Well, and my thing is like, you know, streamers have like a bit or like, they're going to do their bit. And my bit is just, I'm just going to throw them out there and see what sticks. It's like, let the kids be free. Let your kids be free. I ain't worried about this. Let them be free. Yeah. I don't want to worry about the next big hit, the next big bit. You got an idea? Or I want to say something funny. I'm going to say it. If it hit, it hit. If it don't, well, it don't. I would throw that away. If I went into somebody else's house and I saw this shit, throw that away. Well done. But I don't like the breath on a shelf, so I can't escape it. Oh, what about when Alma's having her baby and it sounded like Claptrap, so I said, and open. Pretty good one. I gotta get those videos edited, man. I gotta get Killzone 3 done tonight. I gotta get to that Shadowfall Crashout real bad. If I had the money, I would hire some editors, and I don't have the money, so I gotta do it on my own. It's gonna be a lot, but got a lot of Sloptember content. I'm just gonna be going through them. Preg Trap is among the worst things I've ever drawn. Whenever you die, wherever you end up, they're gonna ask you about Preg Trap. Sloptember was a special time. We're still healing from it. Cool Green, you get it at the stupid baby store? Yeah, I saw your mom there picking you up. I'll be back. 1 second. Live chair reaction. I had to leave for a second. It hit too hard. It was too much sauce. That one would have that one in middle school, that one would have killed it, like, if I was in middle school. That one would have killed. It would have been going, oh! Oh, the jerk store called the running out of you. True, that is a very the jerk store called the running out of you. Damn it. Damn, if only. George Costanza would eat. Then would eat. Anybody else feel like in terms of like celebrity gossip and drama, we're in the self-own era like a little bit? Like social media has been around for a while, but it does feel like a lot of celebrities lately have just been kind of like self-owning a lot. No, not the self-own era. The self-own era. Like I'm still thinking about Bill Burr. Like, and his epic crash out about people being mad about him going to, like, and it's like, dude, people would have been way more lenient with it if you were just like, I took the money. Like, what happened to PR? Did PR folks just give the fuck up? It's felt that way. It's felt like really weird lately how it's just like nobody has good PR anymore. The celebrities just figure, well, I don't have to pay a PR person. I can do my Twitter. It's like that. No, you should probably pay a PR person. PR folks got automated. This is like the Bill Burr thing. I keep thinking about it, where it's just like all he had to do was be like, yeah, I took the money. And it'd still be shitty. People would still be mad at him. I'd still be mad. But at least then he has the, oh yeah, no. You put yourself in that same situation. It's like, yeah, I wouldn't fucking do that. But also, if we're talking about like $1 million, I mean, I understand how you can break your core principles for a lot of fucking money. You're just like, I get it. I don't agree with it, but at least that's a more relatable standpoint. They're driving a dump truck full of money. Like Pete Davidson, I think, was one of the guys who was just like, I did it for the money. And it's like, yeah, no, I can understand that. Still sucks that you did it, but like, I get it. I mean, I'm not going to watch a Pete Davidson stand-up special anyway, so like, I think people are so polarized nowadays that most people are already a fan of a person will double down when controversial thing happens. PR is unnecessary when you don't want for sycophants. And then can you do a stand-up special where for 10 minutes you just make noises and leave the stage 5 minutes in? Yeah, I'll have a stand-up special where I stand up and it's special on account of the fact that I'll walk over to a table, eat a Subway sandwich, and then leave. I'm good seeing everybody. Bye. And just fuck off. Yeah, admit, like, if you have the wherewithal to admit that you took blood money over your morals, that's something. I understand that. Like, I get it. If somebody offered me fucking life-changing money to break my morals, gonna be really fucking hard to say no. I already had it happen to me once and I said no and I still regret it. That was me when Raid Shadow Legends offered me like $4,000 for 2 ads and I said no. That was so fucking stupid. I should have just taken the bag. Dumbest fucking things I've ever done.com. Oh, elaborate? I just did. Yeah, I should have taken the bag. No, I was stupid. That wouldn't even be forgoing your morals. It would, because I don't want to advertise dog shit. One of my morals is I don't want to peddle you crap, which is a problem in the internet ecosystem because you kind of got to peddle people crap. Like, I would rather be poor than peddle you crap. Friend, you were the Terraria skeleton? Yeah, I didn't get paid for that. I did that as a favor to a friend. Like, yeah, I should have taken the bag. I'm dumb for not taking it. But also, I didn't want to compromise myself in any way like that. And then learning later that's like, you kind of gotta. And I'm like, I don't want to, though. Hang on, when would you actually even release these ads for it if you had done it? Dude, this was like a couple of years back when I was making a couple videos a month. This is back when I was dying. And I was like, no, I would rather work my retail job that I fucking hate than take the Raid Shadow Legends funny money. To be fair, if I was offered the same opportunity now, I'd probably take the bag. That's a lot of money for like a doo-doo mobile game ad. I'd probably take the bag. Like, I'd probably take the bag. Well, it's like, you know, with the Saudi Arabian comedy festival, I'm like, I understand how that'd be fucking tough. I wouldn't know what it would be like in that situation for me unless I was in that situation myself. Probably err to not doing it. And if you're at least upfront about it, then like, well, you know, being honest is way better than lying about it. Or making up a reason so you can do it again. I don't know, man. Like, for $1 million, come out and entertain the royal family for us. It'd be like, I kind of get that. Like, $1 million is a lot of dollars. Plus, all I have to do is, like, pull my pants down and show them my ass. I am the moon. Just do Billy Madison references for an hour. I'm just gonna go get paid, get the bag, do a Cornholy impression for an hour 30, and then leave. That'll be the... You guys hear about this one? I need teepee for my butthole. You guys hear about that? You see that? You hear about that? Yeah, I get my head cut off. That'd be the... Yeah, I get decapitated. No, I don't know. In a situation like that, I feel like I'd err towards nar. I'm like 80% sure. But that would be tough. Not an excuse, though. Especially if you already have fuck you money. Like, I'm in that position where I'm like, oh no, that's fundamentally life-changing. If you're a comedian who's already selling out, like, arenas and shit, you just say no. Like, you're the bald guy that was in Andor. I don't, like, you have enough money, I feel. Like, you are a popular comedian, you are going to get steady work. There is no reason to compromise your morals and sell out on this front. Like, there just ain't. I understand that from my perspective, some fucking broke bitch. So, like, part of me fundamentally gets it. Because I'm a broke-ass bitch. But if you're already famous, you already make $1 billion, why would you piss off, like, a dedicated selection of your fans already? What's the Joker's rip to it? Especially when you built part of your platform on your morals. Okay, but what if they offered you the elixir on top of the money? I gotta eat food. I gotta eat elixir, I guess. I'll eat the sinister potion, Brendan. The royal family offering you sinister potion. Would you drink it, yes or no? They're like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm ready for the sinister potion. They're offering you nectar from Haze. Mantel Corporation would definitely be in Dubai. Do feel like the Mantel Corporation would definitely have a presence in Dubai. Understandable. They probably got the nectar there. The viral Dubai nectar, it makes it so you can't see dead bodies. They don't even clean them out of the streets anymore because everybody's on the nectar. You gotta say boosh with your whole chest, sir. Boosh. I think there's a Patton Oswalt bit where selling out doesn't look like you think it would. It just looks like doing 45-minute sets for drunks at a very popular casino and resort in your 50s and 60s where the content doesn't matter, only the paycheck. It looks like Jay Leno doing comedy in my town when Jay Leno came to my town just to do comedy. And I was just like, who the fuck is going to go see Jay Leno live? What does he do? Sit for 60 minutes and talk about cars? Does he pull out the newspaper clippings and go, today? See this? You hear about this? You see this? It's like, what the fuck does Jay Leno fucking do? I saw, you know what? I did get jump scared, and I need to see, maybe. I need to peep it, maybe. Did see something horrifying on my Amazon Prime page when I went there. Because I've been watching Deep Space Nine through there. And, I got a pop-up for a brand new Larry the Cable Guy special. And I'm not gonna lie, the white trash DNA in me almost clicked on it immediately. I was real close. I was inches away. I was inches away from thinking about Larry again. I was like, Larry the Cable Guy's still doing shows? Doesn't he have Mater money? I thought he had Mater money. I think you're Mater money because you got that Mater money. I was like, God damn, Brendan, don't. You're not going to get any enjoyment out of this. But I'm like, but what if he's funny? And I'm like, no. Remember him hitting you with a t-shirt cannon? Don't. Didn't really hit me with a t-shirt cannon. Kind of like fired it near me, and then like an old guy grabbed it out of my hands. Sending Brendan several Larry the Cable Guy CDs when he opens the P.O. Box. I've been talking to the P.O. Box for like 3 years. One of these days. Brendan, would you engage with the Larry the Cable Guy? Maw? Like a mom? I'm so, like Meemaw? Like a mouth? Like if I was wandering down a dark alleyway and there was an open, wet mouth there and it said, get her done! Am I walking down the street and I see a random wet mouth on the ground like the Dairy Queen mouth that's just separated from a body? It says, get her done! Find all my 8 pieces! Slender Man, when you collect his pages, be like, you're a real pageophile, aren't you? I don't know why my fucking comedy is so collect my 8 pages lately. I think Slender Tubby's rotted my brain. I think it did irreparable damage to my brain. Rancid Slender Slop ruined me for all of time. Get her done. Slender Tubby's having a little sauce fucked you up. It fucked me up beyond belief. I don't have to play all of them. I don't want to. I don't have to play all of them. I don't want to. Don't have to. Absolutely fucking not. Not putting that on me, baby. I almost said white baby, but I don't want to assume, so I'm just going to say, ain't putting that on me, nondescript baby. Can't be saying that shit, nondescript baby. I beat druids in one setting. Let me rest a bit before I dive back into the fucking pit. When the hell did you play Slendy Tubbies during the horror slop segment of Sloptember? Dude, I beat fucking Mystery of the Druids in 13 hours. That's the shit that cooks you. Well, you know, I built Sloptember to have kind of lulls and high points and lulls, but some of the lulls I didn't expect to be lulls, and some of the high points I really didn't expect to be high points. I was rewatching Druids today. Really, I Am the Moon Madness 3 hours in. It's like a 13-hour VOD. Yup. Borderlands 4 being good was a nice palate cleanser from the Nightmare. Being decent to good, yeah. I haven't played it in a bit, on account of the fact that, like, eh. But it was good enough. It was what it needed to be. Saltark does make a motherfucker the moon. started to lose my mind in the chemical lab, and then it went worse from there. It was honestly worse when I started to figure out the moon logic, because then I began to believe. I think it was worse for me when he's beginning to believe, sir. Believe what? That he is the moon. I don't think I've ever had a video game rip that much out of me, to the point where it's like, I have to beat this. And I like got through all of it, and I used a guide all the way. I didn't use a guide all the way up until tunnels. And never again. Shadowfall was close. Shadowfall was close. And then Lair right after Druids was horrible. I don't want to imagine the thing you'd become if you didn't use a guide for those fucking tunnels. A small withered creature. I'd come on the next day, I'd look like fucking Gollum. That's the shit that Gollumizes you. Full and true, that's the shit that would have Gollumized me. I would have been fucking Gollumized. I never realized how dire Lair was. How do you think I fucking feel? I had to fucking play that shit. I only got like, what, 3, maybe 4 hours in? We get a Clyde Barker Jericho stream next September. I played enough of that. Really don't want to beat it. Funny to believe Hello Neighbor essentially prepped you for Druids and you still got owned by it. Absolutely. Well, Hello Neighbor was fine until you get to the 3rd level, and it's all the worst kind of moon logic. More moon logic than I thought possible, because I didn't think that it was going to get that bad in terms of moon logic. I thought I was able to handle it, and I found out I wasn't, and then I did. And I'm happy that I got through it, but like never again. I'm glad that we got through the first real Sloptember, and I didn't die. And I beat the Shadow the Hedgehog campaign for Sonic 06. And the Sonic one. Now we just have Silver left. It's good we had Sloptember. So many bit of the year candidates. You're the moon? Well, buddy, I am the Lightbringer. Oh, fucking Edward Carby, the Lightbringer. I fucking... Remember the mummy at the end of the game where I had to hack the game to get to the fucking end? And then it's all ropes to get to a mummy. And then it's just all ropes to get to a mummy. And it was all ropes. You had to collect 50 demon seeds. And then I couldn't fucking beat it. I couldn't get through it. So I had to fucking lock in and unlock the mummy. 9 hours of my life just to get a mummy. The ancient alien technology of ropes. And then I inhabited the devil, and then I killed that lady, and I said, fuck this, I'm done. Well, it ends with join the evil or die, I think, and I just joined the evil. I just didn't care. It was just at that point where I said, end this, let me out of here. 9 hours in the Goo Goo Babies pit made you a fucking baby. 9 hours in the Super Creek made you a Goo Goo Baby. Beyond Two Souls was also miserable. Beyond Two Souls, I was so fucking happy I gave it 2 days. And then, like, people not understanding how miserable that game is made me so sad that first day for Beyond Two Souls when people were just like, ah. I think, like, a lot of y'all showed up, but then, like, wild that Beyond Two Souls was one of the lesser watched ones for Sloptember. You have to help a homeless woman give birth. What the fuck? Why would you put that in a game? What the fuck? And then, like, I said it, you had to help a homeless woman give birth, and I was like, why? And then, like, it's not like a cutscene, and it's not like an emotional moment, it's a fucking QTE. Said it at the end of the second day that I was shocked just got bad the game gets after the halfway point. It gets so fucking bad. There's a little bit of something at the beginning, and then you get to the homeless encampment, and everything after that just gets worse. I love that the best option, too, the funniest, like, romance option, and IMO the best romance option at the end is just go fuck off with the Native American guys. It's so fucking funny that it's just, like, the one with the least impact in the story entirely. You're just like, yeah, no, fuck you, actually. Jesus is gonna go live in the desert. Fuck you. God, they really want you to fucking fall in love with your handler, too, which is just dog shit. Thank you, Quite for the Primes Pub. They really want you to fall in love with your handler, and that's just utter dog shit. It's utter tripe. I mean, it all sucks, but it's like all of these suck, but like there's one option that's at least not miserable. And then if you were a David Cage character, what would your dramatic scene be? Find me jacking off in the bathtub, and I say, the ceramic feels nice against my balls, and then an android shoots me in the fucking head. He's trying to get Lynchian with it. It represents society. And you've seen those horrible Cheez-It pizzas in store. Really hate that, like, in late stage capitalism, the only food gimmick we're getting is like, okay, so cheese. And they're like, yeah, cheese. Anything else? Yes. And hot honey and hot honey. Anything else? Cheese. You got cheese, you got hot honey. Nothing else? No cheese. I'm just asking, what are you cooking up in the oven there? Cheese. You got cheese? I got cheese. Got a little bit more cheese for you. Go to the cheese store, getting some cheese at the cheese store. Got the fucking daddy, would you like some sausage? Apparently frozen cheese and pizzas aren't that bad. Yeah, well, it's not like the stuffed nacho. Like the Doritos stuffed nacho. Ugh. I'm just tired of it being, what a cheese. We got cheese. Like, I know that part of it is due to the fact the U.S. government invented stuffed crust pizza. Like, I get that. We got too much cheese. So it's always, more cheese. The Dairy Council is just, what can you cheese? We can cheese more. Okay, but what else? We can cheese even more. We can't get rid of the cheese fast enough. Well, there's cheese in fucking everything. What else can you cheese? There's cheese in my blood. I have cheese blood. Are you from Wisconsin? No. All I get is cheese. All I am is cheese. The fucking cheese caves. It's like that Sonic the Hedgehog, I am all of me, but it's I am all of cheese. What if there's a cheese vampire? They gotta count Chocula. Why do they gotta count Cheesula? You think that's how they make the holes in the cheese, is he sucks out little bits? Rewriting all the Bible lore that cheese is Christ? Cheese is crust, thank you. May your dairy never be hairy. He got shit like that. He unstuffs your crust. What does he, suck the cheese out of the hole? I don't... Jesus with a big straw, you mozzarella sticks. It's time, I'm sorry. Could you imagine seeing Christ the Lord and Savior? And he's just fucking like, he's got a big, long, goofy-ass straw and he's just drinking the cheese out of your fucking mozzarella sticks? What the fuck, dude? That's sacrilege? No. Mozzarella. They got that shit at the Buca di Beppo. The freak vampire who lets the factory workers use his teeth to Swiss the cheese. They closed the Buca di Beppo down near me. Did you get the cube? Because, like, if a Buca di Beppo closed around me, I'd get the Pope cube. 2 people with a Buca di Beppo shut down. Wait a second here. Doxing? No. How many Buca di Beppo they shut down? Never got to see the Pope cube. Same. Big regret of mine is never going to a Buca di Beppo, never seeing the Pope cube. I get it. Wish it were in the cards for me, my friend, but I ain't getting to see the Pope cube. I gotta Google that shit. Oh, I was odd. You watching the Buca di Beppo Direct soon? You're joking, but there was a Taco Bell Direct. You probably know about that, but like... I know it's Jonkles, but they did do a Taco Bell Direct. There was the, remember this, millennials? And there was a... And then they talked about golf for like 20 minutes. The Baja Blast pie is almost upon us, man. Hey, I'm 235, dude. I don't gotta eat Taco Bell. All right? I'm the skinniest I've been in 3 years, all right? And then when you get a COD streamer body, when I eat 50 pizzas a fucking day and I go, oh, fuck, they're dropping, there's gonna be a brand new, oh, fuck, so there's gonna be a brand, fuck, so there's gonna be a, oh, dude, it's awesome, Chris Kyle skin. Oh, dude. Yeah, when I get a brain hemorrhage, oh, those guys are cheating. Oh, fuck. I don't know, when I have an aneurysm. Honestly, at that point, just cook me. Those guys are cheating. They're using hacks. Like in an oven? Yeah, cook me like in an oven. Be a witch. Be a witch to my Hansel. Listen, you leave a trail of gumdrops in the forest outside of my house, I probably follow them to a candy house. Make a Brendan pie, make a Brendan stew. Brendan guy, got a Brendan die. Yeah, make my ass a sous vide. Make my ass a soup. I would fall for the house of candy. What am I gonna do? Say fucking no? It'd be crazy to say no to a big candy house. Fucking, if I'm going out, I'm going out big. You keep kicking me out of the candy house because as soon as I enter, the 5.5 minute hallway appears. Shut up, the candy house of leaves. Fuck off. They don't let me into the candy house anymore because whenever I enter, a bass riff plays. Some Primus starts playing. That's my intro music to the candy house. You start hearing the Me When My Name Is Mud starts playing every time I walk into the door. Yes. Fucking my name is Mud. It just keeps happening, dude. I don't know what to tell you. I guess my name really do be Mud. You're gonna make it a My Name Is Mud X even higher YTPMV. Need a Creed the Whale AMV. Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking. I don't know, I can only think of whale AMVs. My brain is so rotted, I only think in whale AMVs. Brain rot so bad, there should be terminal. Call me the airport. I'm your little worminal. God, Weird Al could have done a My Name is Mud parody. Could have called it My Name is Earl. Shit, you're right. Hold me now. I'm 6 inches in the crust and I'm hungry. Maybe pizza should be more big. Oh. Yeah, kill me with hammers. I should have a Weird Al song called My Name is Al. Can you take me higher to a place where I have spice? Just bad. Still hung up on how that movie starts with Crank in it. I haven't seen it, so I'm not watching it. It's funnier to me as a myth in my head. I much prefer the myth of Big Pizza. I can never watch that movie. It'll ruin Big Pizza for me. It's just sad. It is a sad movie. He's the whale. Well, it's a sad movie until it's a Marvel movie. He does activate his flight powers. Like, come on. Like, I wish I had flight powers, but I guess I gotta be 500 pounds, so... It's a sad movie. He never gets his pizza. He gets his pizza multiple times. He does, in fact, eat a big pizza. He just doesn't go, oh, I need a big pizza, into the camera. Wish he did. It would be funny. It would be a light moment of brevity. Yeah, the pizza boy. He makes friends with the pizza boy. Brendan is sending like the pizza whale. Kind of me right now as I feel my fucking ADHD meds kicking out. Gotta be honest, as a fat guy, you don't get as big as the whale without kind of being a bad person. Thank you. So it's okay to fat shame as long as they're evil. I get it. I can't be mad. Big pizza is, I just can't stop fucking... It's ruined me as a person. It has done irreparable damage to my brain cells. I will never be clean. I will never be fixed. I think I've said, oh, big pizza at normal people outings. It's a curse, dude. It's a cognito hazard. It's like, it's not even about him being fat. It's just the idea of him going, oh, I need a big pizza, in a movie that is about depression and lacking and being kind of a bad person and trying to, like, fix yourself, but you die all in spite of it. Like, it's genuinely just a stim. Worst thing I ever did was whale.